Hi, it's Maria, and it's been a while. I have to tell you guys about the changes that have happened, and then I have to tell you what happened to me this past week. But I'll start first with the changes. Okay, it's been since my last weigh-in with you guys, I don't know, roughly about 4 months, and in those 4 months, I gained 10 pounds. I started working full-time, and my brother's ex-wife opened up a cupcake shop, the first one here where we live, and I started working full-time trying to help her get that business going, get it off the ground. And it's not that I'm eating cupcakes because since we've been open, I think I've had maybe 5 cupcakes total. I'm not really big into sweets, so that's not what caused me to gain the weight. What caused me to gain the weight, well, okay, let me backtrack for a second. Since my last weigh-in with you guys, I started to feel not so great. And I started to get lethargic and tired all the time, and I didn't know what was going on, and I could feel that something was wrong. And then my blood pressure, every time I would check it, it was too low. Well, I had a little bit of blood work done, and I found out I was anemic. I found out, which makes you tired. I found out there wasn't enough protein in my blood, and if you guys were watching my videos, you knew that John and I were vegetarians for a year approximately. And then I found out that I was allergic to soy, which was making my blood pressure drop. And so most of what we ate consisted of soy. We ate soy like all the time. And in fact, there's probably a little bit of soy in almost everything we eat if you look at the labels. But I was eating it in huge amounts, like the vegan Boca burgers that were so good, that was completely made of soy. I would eat the veggie crumbles that look like crumbled beef, that was made of soy. I had the grilled chicken strips that were made of soy. Anyway, if you took soy out of my diet, that took like everything out of my diet, because I would eat veggies on the side of, you know, whatever entree was made of soy. And then, I have a little list here. I found out, I started researching what things will throw your thyroid off if you have a thyroid problem. Soy is a major, major one. And then there's dairy. And then there's strawberries. And if you watched my videos, I was eating like strawberries and yogurt for breakfast. And then spinach is something else that you have to stay away from if you have a thyroid problem. You guys know we were eating spinach salads like crazy. Broccoli, peaches, pears, peanuts, garlic, which I put in everything that I eat. Wheat, rye, barley, oats. I was also eating oatmeal for breakfast. Coffee, sugar, which is not a problem with me really, cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. So having a thyroid problem took so much out of my diet, and plus being allergic to soy. And then I, like I said, on top of that, I was anemic and I had low protein in my blood. It was a big mess, so I decided I had to go back to eating meat. I didn't know how else to fix the problem, because that's, you know, where I would probably get most of my protein from. Yes, I can get protein from nuts, but I'm slightly allergic to nuts. I can't really eat them often because they make like my throat itchy and feels weird. Plus, they're high in fat anyway. I know it's good fat, but anyway, so I had to go back to eating meat. That was very, very hard. It took me a couple of weeks of saying I was going back to eating meat to actually work my way around to eating it. I cried a lot. I still don't like it. It's been months and months now that I've been eating meat again, but I don't like it. Simply because when I first stopped eating meat, it was because I didn't like the way they treated the animals at the slaughterhouse. And I wanted, you know, I was wishing they were more humane about killing the animals. But then eventually it became to where it was that I didn't want any animal to be hurt, to have to feed me, regardless of whether it was painful or not. I just didn't want animals to die. And so that's why I still kind of have a problem with eating meat, but I don't know what else to do. John continued being a vegetarian for a little while, but then he saw my struggle, and watching him being a vegetarian was really, it was hard on me. I kept telling him I was going to quit eating meat again and I was going to go back to being a vegetarian. So to support me, he started eating meat again. So anyway, all that aside, then I started working and 40 hours a week, and I haven't had physical work since I was in my 20s, and I'm 41 right now. And I was standing on my feet all day long for 8 hours at a time, really without sitting down at all. And a lot of it is standing in the same spot because I'm, you know, frosting hundreds and hundreds of cupcakes a day. And you would think that wouldn't be very tiring, but it is. And I would come home and my feet would be in excruciating pain. I don't mean a lot of pain or severe pain, I mean excruciating. By the time I would get home and get off my feet, I couldn't get back on my feet again. If I did, you know, to shower or go to the restroom, I was moaning and groaning the entire way and hopping and skipping, trying to stay off my feet. And so we were having to eat out. I couldn't make dinner, and everything we ate, of course, was fast food. It was bad. So over the course of the couple of months, John and I gained weight. We both gained about 10 pounds. And then it stayed there. I was maintaining at, I don't know, 199 or so for a while. But then, now let me tell you what happened to me this past week. With Thanksgiving, we had the gathering here at my home. And now when I grew up, my mom always used to get after us if we didn't finish our food. She would say, her motto was, you got it, you eat it. And she would always complain about anybody, not just us, about food being wasted in general. She doesn't like it. And so she would always pound into us, don't waste food. Now I did not have a weight problem growing up, but as I got older and became an adult, I always remembered that. And you know, as you get older, your thoughts change and the way you think of things change. And I started also thinking that, okay, it's really bad to waste food. There's people that are starving, you shouldn't waste food. So then I started having guilt to where I had to finish everything on my plate. And that's how I started gaining weight. And eventually John was able to help me to break myself of that. Like when we go to restaurants or whatever, I would be actually making myself sick trying to finish all the food because I didn't want to waste it. And I couldn't really take it home because I'm not the kind of person that likes leftovers much. And so then it would go to waste. Well, anyway, my mom was complaining all week long to me and my brother because he and I were the ones that were really taking care of making all the food. And she was complaining, don't make too much, don't make too much. You don't want to waste food, you don't want to waste food. And every year it doesn't really go to waste because everybody takes plates home and then we eat it, you know, for a couple of days, and we end up just throwing a little bit away. This year, however, we ended up with a lot left over. Less people came that were expected, and then some of the people that came had already eaten at other places, and then people didn't really take plates home. So there was a lot of food left here at my house. And I know, of course, my mom didn't do this on purpose, but she really screwed me up when she was sitting there going, this is a lot of food, it better not go to waste, you know, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, I have done nothing but binging all this past week since Thanksgiving because of all the food that we had in our fridge, and it was stressing me out. And really, I was feeling such anxiety about having to waste all that food. And every time I would get a plate of food, I kid you not, it had to weigh at least 3, maybe 4 pounds. And then after I would eat the food, there were pies. So I would have to get a slice of pumpkin pie and a slice of pecan pie every time after I was done eating. And this wasn't for pleasure. I didn't feel good. It made me feel sick and was hurting my stomach, and it was just pure guilt of wasting food. And finally last night, yeah, we still have leftovers, and today's Monday. Finally last night I got a grip and I said, you know what? I didn't mean for this to happen. I don't want to waste food. It wasn't done on purpose. However, it's the food or my health. And then I weighed myself, and to my surprise, this week I have gained approximately 10 pounds. And I know some people are saying, oh, it's water weight, it'll start going away as soon as you start eating normal again. I don't think so. I think I legitimately gained 10 pounds because like I said, every time I was eating a plate of food, it was 3 or 4 pounds heavy. And then on top of that, I would get, 2 pieces of pie to try to get rid of the pie as well. And anyway, my dogs are gonna eat the rest of it. I just cannot do that to myself. And so now I am 209.6 pounds. So that's very, very disturbing. However, it's going to serve to motivate me to get back on track. John, if I remember correctly, I think he said yesterday he weighed 235, and I'm not sure if his last weigh-in was like 220, 221, I don't know. So he's gained maybe approximately 15 pounds and I've gained about 20, a little like 21 pounds. And so we're starting back on eating healthy this week. We're gonna be doing Insanity. I'm gonna try to make myself accountable through you guys because I'm gonna be posting my food every day. I'm gonna be posting our exercise, and then every Monday also we'll be weighing in. So that's what's up with me. I will see you guys next Monday, hopefully with a loss. Bye.